be cool, just move with the groove. No funk in here, the beat way too smooth. Let's just do what we came to do. Just
Hello, I'm back. I've been on weekends away to see my parents and my in-laws, and I'm back. I'm obviously, having seen 2 sets of parents in 2 weekends, I have a lot of emotional issues to work through. So I'm going to need some counselling for a while. So, just a quick one, just to say I am still alive. As I said before, it's the summer holidays at the moment. It's the school holidays for my little fella, my little 5-year-old boy. So I am just his mum from morning until he goes to bed at 8 o'clock. Whereas before, when he's at school, normally you see I have 2 hours. I have 2 hours to treat myself, where I can play some Call of Duty, I can do some editing. Good news is the open lobby is back now that I'm not on weekends away. So the open lobby on Black Ops 2 is back this Friday. It'll be 9 PM UK time. We'll do some... Oh, sorry. Noob mistake, did not mute Twitter. My constant Twitter updates. Sorry about the limp. So anyway, the open lobby is back. It's Friday, 9 PM UK time. I think that's 5 hours ahead of Eastern, 8 hours ahead of Pacific from memory. I lived in Seattle for 4 years, so I tend to remember the 8-hour difference quite well. And it'll be Michael Myers, limited area Michael Myers, maybe a little bit of Prison Break, maybe a little bit of Dolphin Dive Only Gun Game, and some Pook Says. As well as Pook Says, we also do Everyone Else Says as well, which is just as awesome. Like, some of the things you come up with are hilarious when you play. So if you want to play in the open lobby, just send me a message to my SOOOPER POOOK GT on Xbox Live. That is God, it's 3 then 4. SOOOPER space P4OS-K. That is the GT for the open lobbies. So send me a message whenever you like, just telling me that you're interested in doing that, and then I'll actually invite you on the night. I'll just ignore it until 9 PM on Friday, and then I'll send you an invite. So I'll try and actually remember to record some of it this time, and we'll make a little video of it. Usually I'm having too much fun to sort of plug in the microphone and start everything recording, but this time I'll try and record some of it so I can share it with the people who don't play or who can't play because they don't have Xbox or the time zone isn't really friendly to you. So I shall do that for you. Tea break, sorry. A few people have been asking me what gaming system, what next gen system I'm going to be getting when they come out. I'm not sure I can afford to get the next gen on release. First of all, just to say that I would have to have it be my combined Christmas present and birthday present, and put some of my savings into it, because my birthday's in February, so I can do, Christmas and birthday combined a little bit. So maybe if we're being really generous to me, that's like maybe 250 quid. So I'd still have to put, another 250 quid of savings in to get the console and a game to go with it, and have that ready for release date. So I'm considering it, but I'm not sure I can really afford to spend savings on a console on release when there might be a price drop, middle of next year instead, and I could just wait around. But I don't know. If you know much about me, I'm an Xbox fangirl and a COD fangirl, so it is Xbox I would be considering getting. I wouldn't consider getting the PS4 just because I am a major COD fangirl. I love Call of Duty. It's such a fun thing for me to play. It's how I hang out with my friends in the evening. So not being able to get the DLCs as soon as they come out, I would find that really, really frustrating. Also, in terms of loyalty to Xbox, for me, I have had nothing but good experiences with Xbox since I've owned one. They've been brilliant. And I remember whenever Xbox went down, it would be up maybe 3-4 hours later in the time I've been playing with it. on the Xbox 360. So whereas you would hear about, you know, Sony going down for days and the hacks and everything, and I didn't hear great stories of Sony kind of customer service. So for me, customer service is always really, really important. So for me, Xbox wins. I don't know about the technical differences, if there's any differences in graphics. And to be honest, it doesn't matter that much to me, because as long as they look comparatively fairly similar, I'm happy, I'm fine. I like the service I get with Xbox. I like that all my other friends are going to be on Xbox. You know, I'm not going to have to do some major readjustment to a new console, to a new controller. You know, familiarity is a huge, huge thing. This is why people become fans of things like iPod or things like Android. You choose your system and you get used to that system, and then it becomes incredibly hard to switch. We call it loyalty, but a huge amount of it is familiarity and trust. We're familiar with a system, we don't have to learn new things, we feel comfortable with it, and we have a huge amount of trust if a system has been reliable for us, and so that's what we stick with. And when it comes to technology, something that's expensive and something that's complicated, I think familiarity and trust are really, really important. I think that's what a lot of people do base their decisions on. If you're someone who's owned multiple consoles before, then obviously that doesn't concern you. You can choose one or the other, or you can go for both again if you've got the money. So yeah, for me though, Xbox One, because of the familiarity, the trust I have for Xbox, and to get that COD DLC when it comes out. But as I say, I don't know if I'm going to be getting the Xbox on release. I don't think one console is better than the other, to be honest. I think you just have to choose whichever one suits your needs and your circumstances. Just like you get these stupid fights, COD versus Battlefield, that is ridiculous. Why do you need to compare these two games? What, just because they both have guns in? Just don't. Why? Just enjoy things for what they are, instead of always looking to say this is better than that. Or just enjoy it. I suppose there's a point in that you can look at it and you can say this is better than that because of this, and then maybe feed that aspect into the other games. You can say, for example, Battlefield has bigger maps, and maybe if you like bigger maps and that's why you like Battlefield, then maybe say, oh, I wish COD had some bigger maps, and maybe feed that in. For me, I don't like those bigger maps. So yeah, I can see that point, but this general kind of fanboy war that you sometimes get between different systems, between different games, it just, I find it endlessly irritating. And at first it's amusing, but then it just becomes endlessly irritating. I tend to kind of mute certain hashtags on Twitter, or just stay off Twitter for a few days and hide in a hole and bang my head against the wall. So yes, there we go. That's answered that question, and this is a really me commentary, but it has been 2 weeks, so, you know, give me a break, you knobs. Jeez. This is some kind of gameplay. I think it's, I don't know, probably the 49 for 2 on Hardpoint. I have no idea how long the game is and whether it's going to fit this commentary, so that'll be interesting. Attempting editing this. Maybe I should just sing for a bit at the end to make sure it's okay. Alright, my lovelies. I really do want to give you all a big hug. I love you. Bye.
Yeah, be cool, just move with the groove. No funk in here, the beat way too